On the phone screen, the notifications kept blinking. One new message. 3 missed calls. 12 comments. No one answered. Somewhere deep in the Maple Ridge School District server system, an account named LENA.H still posts every night. Blurry, distorted videos showing hallways, lockers, and smirking faces. At first, people thought it was just a hack. But at 3:17 a.m., the exact time Lena disappeared, all the screens in the school lit up, playing the same sound. Ragged breathing mixed with a trembling voice. Do you still remember me? Maple Ridge High sat quietly on the edge of a New England suburb, where autumn spread red leaves over every path and the sky stayed the color of steel. In the dim morning light, Lena Hall stepped off the school bus, clutching her old laptop like a shield. She had just moved here after her father's death, now living with her mother in a small rented apartment near the woods. From her first day, Lena stood out, not in the way people admired, but in the way they whispered about. She dressed plainly, brown hair hanging loose, always quiet, always writing things down. When the teacher introduced her, the class answered with a few stifled laughs. In the back row, Connor, the football captain, leaned toward his friends and muttered something that sent them snickering. Lena lowered her head, pretending not to hear. At lunch, she sat alone in the cafeteria, eyes fixed on her laptop screen, adjusting the melody of a piano piece she was composing. The faint notes barely rose above the noise of laughter and chatter. On the wall above her, a security camera blinked. Through its lens, Lena's image flickered under a pale blue tint, as if she were being filmed from another world. That night, a friend request appeared on her screen. Username, Yihopeful, Chainchi. Profile photo, a golden retriever. Message, I heard your music. I play piano too. Lena smiled, the first smile in weeks. But she didn't know. The account wasn't real. It was Connor's, created by him, Samantha, and Jonah for a cruel game. They sent sweet messages, asked for photos, then twisted their tone, turning kindness into mockery. By the time Lena realized the truth, it was too late. Her private photos had been edited, warped, and spread across the school. The next morning, the looks in the hallway changed. She felt them cling to her skin, eyes full of laughter, pity, disgust. On the bulletin board, a caricature was taped in the center. Her face distorted, the caption beneath it read, Miss Perfect, filtered edition. She didn't cry. She simply gathered her things and walked outside, behind the school where the old maple tree grew. Setting her laptop on the grass, she looked up at the gray sky and pressed record. Her final video lasted 17 seconds. It showed trembling branches, wind sighing through the leaves, and Lena's soft voice whispering. The next day, Lena was gone. Anna. 3 weeks after Lena vanished, Maple Ridge High lay under a thick blanket of fog. The police had closed the case. Missing, cause unknown. No one asked further. Students moved on, gossiping about new scandals, new couples, new dramas. But somewhere in the school's network, something began to break. At 12:03 a.m., the account, LENA.H, long deleted, came back online. The first post was a single grainy video, the empty third-floor hallway. No people. No words. Only the faint drip, drip of leaking pipes, and beneath it, a soft tapping. As if someone were typing in the dark. The caption below read, "Tonight, I heard the laughter again." At 3:17 a.m., Connor's phone lit up with a notification. The exact time Lena was last seen leaving the school on the security footage. His reflection on the screen looked hollow, pale from sleepless nights. He tried deleting the post. It came back. Again. And again. Each time with a new video. The piano music from Lena's compositions returned, but warped, bent out of tune, like notes forced through water. It bled through speakers, through headphones, through static. Soon, other students began to talk. Some said that when they watched the clips, they could see her face reflected faintly in the screen. Eyes blackened like burn marks, lips frozen mid-word. Anyone who had laughed at her started hearing the sound of typing whenever they were alone. In classrooms, in bathrooms, on the football field at night. Tap, bit, dot, tap, dot, dot, tap, dot, dot. Like ghostly fingers pressing keys from the other side of the glass. Samantha, who had first posted the edited photos, was the first to drop out. She told her mother that one night she woke to find her phone playing a video by itself. Lena stood in the empty cafeteria, facing the camera. Then the screen went black, and words appeared in smeared white letters. Silence is still a kind of scream. By the 7th day, the school's pass system began to glitch. During class, soft piano notes echoed through every speaker. The same fragmented melody, looping endlessly until students covered their ears. Technicians traced the source to a single corrupted file, its name unreadable. A code that, when decrypted, read 317 LH. Lena's initials, her date of disappearance. That night, Connor started receiving anonymous messages. No sender, no number. Just a single line. We still have one song left. He opened his laptop. The hard drive lit up, though the charger was unplugged. Inside the music folder was a new file, Final Song Waval. He clicked it. The melody began softly, hauntingly familiar. Then twisted, slowed, strangled by static. At second 17, the music stopped. And a voice, faint, breathless, whispered right into his headphones. Now it's your turn to listen. Connor slammed the lid shut, heart hammering. But when he lifted his eyes to the mirror across the room, a figure stood behind him. Silent, still with eyes wide open and unblinking. Wah! 3 days after opening that audio file, Connor hadn't slept a single full night. Every time he closed his eyes, the distorted piano crept back into his mind. A suffocating melody, fractured and drowning as if played from beneath deep water. He told himself it was guilt, not ghosts. But every night, when the clock struck 3:17 a.m., his laptop powered on by itself. A chat window appeared. No name. No profile picture. Just a single message slowly typing out. "I haven't finished the song." Connor hurled the laptop to the floor and pulled the plug from the wall. But the sound of typing didn't stop. It spread, first from the TV speakers, then his phone. Then from somewhere inside the room itself. Like dozens of unseen hands striking the enter key all at once. He taped over every camera lens, locked every door. Still, the glow returned. The screen flickered, showing Lena. Standing in the third-floor hallway. Not a recorded clip this time. The image looped, jittered, like a corrupted live stream. She didn't move. Her head tilted slightly, eyes fixed on the camera. At that same moment, Maple Ridge High suffered a power surge. Hallway lights flickered in a pattern. Short, long, short, long, short. Like Morse code pulsing through the building's veins. Students claimed they heard footsteps echo in the empty music room. And the piano, untouched for weeks, began to play on its own. The melody was unmistakable, Lena's unfinished song. Connor stopped going to school, but the haunting followed him. The next night, an email landed in every student's inbox. Subject: New project, collaboration, Bond M4. Sender: LENA.H. The teacher opened it during homeroom. A 17-second video played. The same footage from Lena's last post. The maple tree behind the school. Its red leaves swaying gently in the wind. But this time, at second 15, the image glitched and a figure appeared behind the trunk. Slowly moving, too slow to be human. The wind turned sharp. The audio warped, her voice stretched into a broken tape. "I'm still here." Connor froze at the back of the classroom. Cold sweat crawling down his neck. For a split second, in the reflection of the window beside him, Lena's face appeared, pale as drowned porcelain. Eyes hollow, the whites completely gone. He leapt up, bolted from the room, leaving behind a wave of nervous laughter and whispers. He ran toward the old maple tree, the place from her final video. Rain poured, the ground churned into mud. There were footprints, small, bare, leading from the schoolyard into the woods. He followed. The prints ended in a clearing, where something jutted out of the soaked earth. Lena's laptop popped. Its screen glowed faintly. The battery should have died years ago. Letters began to appear one by one, as if typed by invisible hands. Silence is still a kind of scream. Then came the piano. No distortion, no static. The notes were crystal clear. Gentle, mournful, heart-breakingly human. Connor stood motionless, listening as the melody slowed and stopped. A stillness followed, the kind that presses against your ribs. Then, on the black screen, his reflection appeared. Only the reflection was smiling. And it wasn't his smile. From the woods came a low wind, breathing like someone sighing through the trees. Above, a faint light flickered in the clouded sky. A pulse, a signal, somewhere deep in Maple Ridge's network. A new post appeared under LENA.H. He heard me. Nah. Maple Ridge High had been shut down temporarily after the system malfunction. But on the second rainy night after that, every security camera in the building flickered on, without anyone at the control room. The recording showed hallway lights turning on by themselves, classroom doors creaking open and slamming shut, and the piano in the music room playing on its own. No one saw Connor enter the school, but the digital logs showed his account logging into the system at 3:17 a.m. On the third floor camera feed, a blurred image appeared, a figure moving slowly between rows of lockers. The only light came from a phone, shining upward onto a pale, sleepless face. Connor was live streaming. His voice trembled. I have to end this. The old group chat, Samantha and Jonah, got the notification. They thought it was another of Connor's twisted jokes. But when the video loaded, someone appeared behind him. A long-haired girl standing still, her face hidden by shadow. The lights began to flicker. Each flash brought her closer. First flash, 10 meters away. Second, 5. Third, Connor turned around. No one there. But on the security feed, she was still standing right behind him. The third floor was cold as a morgue. Connor's breath turned white as he made his way toward the music room, the place where everything began. The door was slightly ajar, darkness spilling out like smoke. Inside, a dim glow of a laptop pulsed from the floor, showing the file Silent Symphony, Lena's unfinished composition. The notes were moving across the screen, though no one was playing. Then the sound started, piano keys pressed in perfect rhythm, deep and hollow, like a heartbeat echoing from the dark. Connor approached, trembling. Across the wall, behind the piano, glowing letters began to form, written in light, projected by nothing visible. I knocked once. Now it's your turn to open. He screamed, hurling a chair at the piano. The sound didn't stop. Instead, the speakers hissed, the static breaking into ragged, uneven breathing. And then, a click. The door shut by itself. The entire room sank into darkness. The laptop screen pulsed violently, its display warping, no longer the music software, but live footage from the hallway camera. Connor saw himself standing there right now. And then, a white hand rested on his shoulder. Cold spread through his body like a current. He turned around. Lena was there. She didn't move, didn't speak. Her face looked fractured, like shattered glass held together by something unseen. Empty eyes reflected the pale blue light of the laptop. A thin line of black blood slipped from her lips, stretching into a broken smile. Connor stumbled back, crashing against the wall. The piano stopped. The laptop went dark. Then, in the thick silence, a whisper, small, almost tender, echoed from inside his skull. You once said music speaks when words can't. Now listen to me. Connor tried to scream, but no sound came out. His throat tightened. His lungs froze. He collapsed, body convulsing as Lena knelt over him, placing her cold hand on his forehead. Around them, the walls began to shimmer with flickering images. The light flared one last time. Then, nothing. The next morning, school staff found the music room locked from the inside. When they forced the door open, the piano lid was raised, and the laptop still glowed faintly on the floor, displaying a single line of text. The symphony is complete. Connor was never found. But in the school's internal network, a new account appeared at 3:17 a.m. Connor H. A week later, Maple Ridge reopened. The halls gleamed, freshly cleaned, the smell of disinfectant thick in the air, as if the school itself was trying to erase what had happened. Everything seemed normal. Everything except for one thing. On every student's device, phones, laptops, tablets, there appeared a hidden file. Its name, Silent Symphony WAV. No one remembered downloading it. No one could delete it. But everyone had it. The first to open it was Jonah. The track began softly, gentle, familiar piano notes, the same melody Lena once played. But at the 17th second, the sound began to warp, stretching and choking, as if someone were trying to speak underwater. Jonah yanked out his earbuds, heart hammering, yet the music didn't stop. It kept playing. Not through the headphones. From inside his computer. The screen went black, reflecting Jonah's pale face. Then, just for a moment, another figure appeared behind him. A dark silhouette, long hair, falling forward. The next morning, Jonah was gone. Samantha called him dozens of times. No answer. That night, she received a message from Jonah's account. Just one sentence. I finished the song. Panicking, she tried to delete the file. She wiped her drive, reinstalled her system, even smashed her laptop once. But each time she rebooted, Silent Symphony WAV was there again. On her last night, Samantha stayed awake until 3:17 a.m. The lights flickered. The computer powered on by itself. The screen displayed a video feed. Lena, face cracked like broken porcelain, sitting at the piano. Beside her stood Connor, motionless, eyes hollow. Then came the music, piano notes blending with keystrokes, distant laughter, and soft, broken whispers. Every symphony needs an audience. Now it's your turn. The next morning, Samantha's mother found her room empty. The chair was still pulled out, the computer still playing the song on loop. Across the screen glowed a final line of text. Silence is still a scream. News of the Maple Ridge disappearances spread across the internet. The school deleted every record, shut down all student accounts, and migrated its system to a new secure server. But even after the change, a single hidden eye continued logging in each night at exactly 3:17 a.m. It uploaded the same file, again and again. Silent Symphony WAV. A year later, the school was converted into a community center. Locals claimed that on rainy nights, faint piano notes could be heard drifting from the third floor. Not a melody, but broken, stuttering sounds, like fingernails tapping on a coffin lid. Some curious users found the file on old forums and downloaded it, just to see what the fuss was about. At first, it played quietly. Then the sound warped, cracked, until the 17th second, when it fell into silence. And if you turn the volume up high enough, some swear you can hear a faint whisper beneath the static. You're listening, aren't you? Peace, Tendo.